We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. Tim will be here in just a second. I think he's just grabbing his jersey. And then we got a decent slate today. We got a full baseball slate to go over. We have two games in the NHL, the Devils and the Hurricanes game 4, the Stars and the Kraken game 4. We get two games in the NBA, the game 4 between the Nuggets and the Suns. Oh no, game 5 between the Nuggets and the Suns, and game 5 between the Celtics and the Sixers. Both those series tied 2-2. So very important games tonight in both the NBA and the NHL. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. What went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And if you take out hockey yesterday for me, it was about a break-even day. Baseball 7-7, down 0.59 units. Started off really strong and fell apart late. Pittsburgh and Colorado first 5 under 4.5. You could have played the full game under 4.5 and it still hit. That was a nice little winner there. Nice little double up winner with the best team in the American League East. The Rays first 5 run line winner, full game run line winner. And if Shane McClanahan is not your favorite for the Cy Young Award, I don't know what you're doing. 7-0, 1.76 ERA, and 46 innings pitched, 58 strikeouts, and a 1.13 whip.
He's currently tied for 2.
Tied for 2?
You want to know who the top 5 are right now?
Yes, Garrett Cole's number 1 because he's a Yankee.
Garrett Cole at $3, McClanahan and Ohtani at $4, and then Gausman and Castillo at 12-1. Kramer Valdez at 18, Joe Ryan at 20, along with Sonny Gray. And then George Kirby's up there, too.
Regardless, he should be the favorite.
All above Jacob deGrom.
All above Jacob deGrom, who's hurt. So, and then I had a little bit of a rough patch here. The Oakland Athletics team total over 3.5. I got a little too cute there. Should have just taken the full game over. And the St. Louis team total over 3.5. I should have just taken the money line and the full game over 7. Both losers there. Our favorite plays of the night, the Brewers money line was a winner, as well as the over 8.5. Kansas City Royals first 5, never in doubt winner as well. They totally didn't score at the bottom of the 5th in order to win that. I knew heading into the bottom 5th, the worst we can do is push. They scored 1. The Houston Astros team total over 4.5. They had 4 runs in the 4th by the 4th inning or by the 5th inning. That's it. They had 4 runs. That's it. And then the Mariners' first 5 run line was a winner, but the full game -1, they choked it away. Who did call it? Had a perfect game through 6 innings, and by the 7th inning, it was 2-1 Rangers. It's fun.
Wow. That's rough.
The Giants, first 5 run line, full game run line. The Giants were down 5-0 at the middle of the first. And that was all she wrote. It ended up being 5-1 with a BS solo shot in the 9th inning. They almost got shut out versus the Nationals.
Wow. Who's pitching?
Irvin.
Really? All right. I see you, Irvin.
So baseball went 7-7, down 0.59 units. NBA for me went 3-2. I started off 0-2 and won the last 3 bets. Knicks first quarter, Knicks first half. Knicks first quarter lost by a point.
Oof.
Knicks first half, they got blown out. Knicks Heat over 207.5 was a winner. And in the late game, the Lakers team total under 115.5 winner, under 227.5 winner. Unfortunately, the Warriors lost. And it's now 3-1, which I can basically kiss my Warriors futures goodbye. So I'm really hoping for Nuggets Sixers now. But I was really hoping for an opportunity to have both my teams in the Western Conference Finals to guarantee at least a +3 something. But it is what it is. And then the NHL, an absolute no-show from the Edmonton Oilers. They lose 5-1. The Oilers -1. The Oilers team total over 3.5. Both losers. I will probably have too much money on them in Game 4 to tie up the series after getting absolutely blown out. So
I could see that in Game 4, Vegas in 7.
Yeah. Overall, Overall, 10 and 11, down 2.53 units. So far this month, 65, 66, and 1, down 6.15 units. So what started off really, really strong, down about 9.5 units the last 2 days, and it's killed it. So
damn. Well, we had a little bit of a bounce back day on the side after being down 4 units the day before. We got 3 of them back last night. I will say this is the first time in a while I'm going to say this. We had a bad soccer day. 1 and 2 in soccer, down 0.96. So it's nothing crazy. Missed on Leesville, Leicester City. Leicester City, they lost 5-3. Everton, had them plus 1.25. They won 5-1 outright. And then Southampton, they lost 4-3. Couldn't get that plus 0.25. It is what it is. Split even on the Oakland game. We had the over and the Oakland money line, so it is what it is there. Miami Heat -4. They go up 3-1 in that series. So we'll see how that one goes. The over in the Cubs game, loser. Our favorite game of the night, Brewers money line -106, Brewers run line +190, and the over 8.5, all cashing up 3.9 units on that game alone. Kansas City money line, nice and easy, 12-5. I kind of want to go back to Kansas City today. Houston run line, loser outright. Seattle run line, loser outright. And then the under 227.5 in that Laker game was a winner. So it ended up being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 6 day up 2.98. Let's get some more plus money today and let's have a nice day.
Yeah.
You want to go through the chat real quick, Nick?
Sure. This dumbass says first.
Oh, what a very good comment. Good work, Tim Earle.
Good morning. Second, we're gonna turn. Yeah. Also, one more thing before we head into the game breakdowns. Connor Bedard is a Chicago Blackhawk. I'm just happy he's not in the Eastern Conference. So
me too.
That's all.
Is there any college baseball futures?
And to be completely honest, Chicago is probably the team that needed him the most when you look at their roster.
Yes. 100%.
What's good? Rise above. Like the over in that Blue Jays game. We'll get into all that. But we're going to kick it on off here in the National Hockey League.
Let's do it. Carolina Hurricanes and the New Jersey Devils are going to go at it. New Jersey's a -145 with a total of 5 and a hook. Nick, game number 4. The Carolina Hurricanes took the first 2 games at home. And then New Jersey retaliated and blew them out in game 3. Do we get an even series, or is it going to go 3-1 back to Raleigh?
I think this is starting to look like the Rangers series for the Devils, where they they got beat pretty bad in the games 1 and games 2, and bounce back in game 3 and game 4. And take over the series. And I see that here in this one. I still think the Devils are the better overall team. I truly do. I think this is a spot where I took the Devils -1 at +115, a little bit of plus odds there. All 3 of these games have been blowouts. And I can see it being a blowout again in this one for the Devils. This is and it also comes down to a big question mark here is who's going to be in net for the Carolina Hurricanes. Are they going to go to Kochetkov, which is probably your best option out of your 3 goaltenders? Are you going back to Freddie, or are you going to go over Ferranta? So that's going to be an interesting question that we will have an answer to probably 20 minutes before game time. But with that being said, I'm looking at the Devils here again. I've been riding this Devils team all playoffs long. I didn't give up on them in that Rangers series after they got beat pretty bad, and I'm not going to give up on them here in this series against the Hurricanes. So I'm right back on the Devils -1. I got it at +115.
There you go. Sorry, I'm scrolling through some college baseball futures just to see what I like. Got a couple in here that I really, really like. But anyways, sorry. I was listening to your breakdown totally. What up, fellas? What's up? I like the over in that Blue Jays game. I like.
So obviously, you weren't paying attention to what comments we went over.
No, I did not. Which ones did you go over?
But we already got one over this too. That's the one after that.
Oh, okay. Joe's in the chat. Yo, yo, yo. He's on the Kraken and leading Devils. Plus 300 in a parlay. There you go. You barely missed out on the Heat. That's rough. I like the total. I like this one over the total 5.5.
I could definitely see that.
Maybe even first period over.
The over's hitting all 3 games.
All right, Nick. Me and you are starting to differ on this series too. The Dallas Stars are only they're -130. They're in Seattle taking on the Kraken. 5.5 is your total in this one. I'm starting to like this Kraken team. They look good, but they are coming off of a big blowout game versus Dallas last one where they won 7-2. What are we looking for this one?
We saw this series is starting to look a lot like Dallas's last series against Minnesota. Dallas takes care of business game 1, or they lost game 1. They took care of business game 2. They lost game 3 in a blowout fashion, first game on the road. And they came back to win that series in 6 games. Now, is this series going to be a little bit more difficult than the Wild? Yes, it is. But I think the Stars show up tonight, big time. I think that we see Ottinger turn a little bit into a wall. And we've seen this before where when Ottinger gets lit up one game, he comes back, he bounces back the next game. I wouldn't talk anybody off of the Kraken team total under 2.5 at +115. I think that's a good look because I think Ottinger has a bounce back game here. But I took the Stars first period at -125 and the full game at -130. I think this is a big bounce back spot for the Stars. That's where I went with this one. Stars first period, Stars full game.
All right. I know I'm starting to lean Kraken, but that's what we do. Yo, what's up, Markel? He's probably happy because the Lakers are now up 3-1 in that series. Have you all seen that dog that's 4-0 in the Lakers series? Yeah, he has Warriors in 7. You've never seen Eric Corgi before? He's awesome. I love that channel. I'm going to write a letter to the White Sox after falling apart first 5. Well, we were on the Royals yesterday, so
thank you to the Royals and I had the Royals first 5 yesterday. That was nice.
There you go. Dog says Golden State next game might have to ride. He says Golden State win. The Eric Corgi says that they win the entire series. Good morning, fellas. Good morning. I'm convinced one of the other, either Suns or Sixers get a win tonight. Might be both.
Sixers.
It would be the Sixers. Sixers, 100%. Nuggets in 7. Or Nuggets in 6. Rip D'Angelo Russell with 4 points. Yeah, you know who controlled that game last night for the Lakers? Lonnie Walker the 4th, and it was Austin Reeves. Those are your 2 big guns for the Lakers last night. Along with LeBron and AD. But fade the Lakers? Okay. Let's head to the hardwood.
Yeah, I did not move on this game. I did move on the later game. This one is probably one I'm going to sit back and watch, to be completely honest, as we have the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers in this one here. Celtics, 7.5-point favorites, total 213. This line opened up at a 7. It's gone up to a 7.5. It did touch 8 for a minute, but it's a 7.5. And the total opened up at a 214. It's down to a 213. So it's moved a point towards the under in this one as well. As we have 64% of the tickets and 58% of the cashes on the Sixers, the lines move towards the Celtics. So kind of an interesting line movement there. We have 44% of the tickets, 73% of the cashes on the under. The lines move towards the under. I really don't have an interest in this game. I just laid off for this one. It was a pretty simple pass.
I'm gonna take it under. If it wasn't for overtime last game, this one would have went under. Or if it wasn't for the Philadelphia 76ers tying it up and forcing it into overtime, it would have went under. I got 214, I believe, or 214.5, something in that range. 214. I think this one's a lower scoring game. I know we missed out on it last time. I'm not going to get deterred off of that. I'm not really choosing a side for this game. I think the Sixers have a chance, but it's not something I want to go after because if the Sixers cover, they're going to win the game outright. There is no in between. This one's either going to be an outright winner for the 76ers or it's going to be a double-digit win for the Celtics. I don't care which one. I like the under.
Yeah, I think the Celtics win would probably
Reeves
will probably help you better for the under.
See D'Lo inconsistent. Yep. Would go puck line on doubles. I think you kind of have to.
Yeah, I went with the -1 line.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Oh, let me put those up for you. Orioles money line and White Sox money line, separate bets. That's straight bets. Orioles, you know, I'm never going to talk you off the Orioles. I'm high on them this year. But on the opposite side, you got one of the guys I really like in Zach Eflin. So, yeah, I can't go against Zach Eflin. I passed on that game. I took the under, actually. And then White Sox get the Royals. I kind of like the Royals again. Kraken, wire to wire.
No.
I like the Kraken, but
I expect Dallas to show up this game.
You think Celtics win? That's a bold take. -7.5 favorites, and they're going to win the game. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Line is 7.5. That is a lot. Yep. Celtics smash 112, 101. I would be all right with that because I get my under. I triple down on the Leafs tomorrow. No, Leafs are dead. Royals nothing. Yes. I know we on today, but I seen they are -120. I know we on today.
We're talking about today, but tomorrow the Leafs are -120.
Ah, okay.
I might take the Panthers team total over because I've already bet the full game over.
That's fair. Let's head to the later game.
This one I have made a play on. We have the Denver Nuggets. They're 5.5-point favorites against the Phoenix Suns. Total 227.5. And let's take a look at the line movement here. Opened up at a 4.5. It's now up to a 5.5. It's moved up a full point towards the Nuggets. Total opened up at 228. It's now at 227.5. The total, I'm guessing, doesn't have that much, behind it because 71% of the tickets, but 99% of the cash is on the under. It's moved down 0.5 point. So, okay. And we have 69% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the Nuggets. The Nuggets, the lines moved towards the Nuggets. And I had full intentions on betting this after game number 4 because this has been a homer series. I think I said this in the beginning of the series that this could be a very home-dominated series because both these teams are really strong at home and kind of average on the road. And I see that here. I got the Nuggets first half, -2.5. Nuggets full game, -5.5. I think the Nuggets smash in this spot, and we go back to Phoenix with it being 3-2 Denver, where maybe they can close it out in 6. So I'm on the Denver Nuggets here, -2.5 first half and -5.5 full game for this one.
Yeah, I will say the Suns have looked really good the past 2 games. And I say the past 2 games because they did not look good when they were in Denver. They looked tired. They looked towards the end of the game. They just didn't have enough in them. And they weren't getting production from anybody other than Booker and Durant on the road. And I'm not expecting another Shamet 3-ball go crazy game. No. This Suns bench is going to be a problem. I'm on the Nuggets. I think there's a double-digit win. Bring it back to Phoenix and finish it out there. I'm not high on the Suns team, and I have my 20-1 ticket on the Nuggets. So I'm ready to keep rolling with them. Give me the real MVP and the Denver Nuggets -5 and a hook. Nuggets 2-2. Yeah, and the Nuggets are 2-2. Good morning, fellas. Good morning, Tony. Early action. First game, give me the Guardians of the Galaxy. We'll talk about that game in a minute. I'll take some spicy nuggies. Yes. I like the over in the game. I kind of lean under. kind of lean under in the Denver game just because, or probably more specific, I would probably lean Suns team total under. I just don't see them other than Booker and Durant doing anything. Nuggets should come out in the first half. Yes, I'm taking the Nuggets too, both first half and full game. Really like the Nuggets tonight. Let's keep on rolling.
Yeah, into the Major League Baseball. Yeah, Cleveland Guardians -185. Total 7.5 here in this game against the Detroit Tigers. Line opened up at a 215. It's now a -186. So a 29-cent line movement towards the Detroit Tigers. Big line movement towards Detroit here. Total opened up at an 8, and it's gone down to a 7.5. 75% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the Guardians. The lines move towards the Tigers. 75% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the under. The lines move towards the under. I am definitely interested in Detroit in this spot. Let's take a look at what these pitchers have done recently. Shane Bieber, 2-1 with a 2.96 ERA, 1.07 WHIP. He's coming in off an appearance against the Yankees where he gave up 2 earned runs on 5 hits and 8 innings pitched. He looked really good. Previous to that, 2 earned runs and 5 hits and 7 innings pitched against the Red Sox, 3 earned runs, 4 hits, and 5 2/3 innings pitched against the Marlins. On the flip side, Michael Lorenzen for the Tigers is coming in off of a nice start as well. 1 earned run on 4 hits and 7 innings pitched against the Mets. Previous to that, he gave up 5 earned runs and 7 hits against the Brewers, but previous to that, no earned runs on 3 hits against the Orioles. So he's had a couple really nice starts. Throw a little clunker in there. And I think Shane Bieber is somebody that we could probably look to fade. He's got a nice ERA and all that. But when you look at his advanced numbers, he's absolutely due for regression. 2.96 ERA, but a 4.86 expected ERA. A 4.03 FIP, but a 4.45 expected FIP. So his expected numbers suggest we are going to see some regression from good old Shane Bieber here. And on the flip side for Lorenzen, we can expect some positive regression here from him. 5.14 ERA, but a 4.79 expected ERA, 4.82 FIP, but a 4.55 expected FIP. So his advanced numbers are suggesting we see a bounce back from him. And I'm going to look towards the Detroit Tigers here in the first 5 innings at +165.
Let's roll. I like backing
175. Yeah,
I like backing teams that are winning. Who's winning right now?
Tigers.
The Tigers. They've won 6 out of their last 7. They've looked really, really good lately. Who's not winning right now? Oh, the Guardians.
Cleveland.
Oh, well, Guardians have lost 4 out of their last 6. They won 2 out of 3 against Minnesota. So I guess they doing a little bit better there. But no, this is a Tigers team that's playing well. I'm getting them at +171. Let's roll with that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab some Tigers action in the early game. Plus money. When a team's hot, they're hot, and you're not going to be able to back them very much more because I think they're going to end up cooling off soon. But go ahead, sign me up for some Detroit Tigers action.
I like it.
You want to go through the chat? I'm putting a couple of plays up on the site, or I'm putting that up on the site and stuff. Thank you.
Where'd we leave off? There we go. First half Denver. I did take Denver first half and full game. Can definitely see an over. Cleveland run line on the opposite side. Pass. Why is the Raiders line so low? It started at 125 because the books absolutely love Grayson Rodriguez. Like the Orioles. We got one more game before we get into that game. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Colorado Rockies. Pirates -165, total 9 in this game yesterday. For the first time, I think I saw like 400 and something days or whatever, or games. The Pirates starting pitcher got a complete game shutout.
Nice.
So I'm glad we stayed off the Rockies yesterday.
Yeah, that would have hurt.
Yeah,
That's what it
but
is.
today we get the marquee pitching matchup of Luis Ortiz and Connor Siebold. If you haven't heard of Ortiz, he's making his first appearance of 2023. He pitched in 4 games in 2022. But let's take a look at the line movement here in this one. It opened up at minus 161 for the Pirates. It's up to minus 163 for the Pirates. So it's moved 2 cents towards Pittsburgh. Opened up at a 9 plus 105. It's moved 10 cents towards the over. It's now 9 minus 105. We have 68% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the Pirates, 86% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over. The lines moved to both those directions. Not that much, though. But looking at these two pitchers, Connor Siebold 0-0 this year with a 5.30 ERA, 1.50 WHIP. He is basically a bullpen pitcher that they're starting to stretch out. He did go 5 innings in his last start, gave up 3 earned runs on 7 hits. Previous to that, he had not gone more than 3 1/3 innings pitched. So we don't really know what we're going to get out of these guys. I stayed off this game. This is a complete pass for me.
Yeah, this one's. I'm not really trying to get interested in Ortiz or Siebold. If anything, maybe an over. I could see both these guys kind of getting hit. But yeah, this is you mentioned it was a first start for Ortiz. He pitched all of 4 games in the majors in his career. I'm not sold on him just yet. Connor Siebold is Connor Siebold. The total's moved up from 8.5 to 9, so it'd probably be a lean towards the over at this point. And for a side, it's either got to be Pittsburgh run line or Rockies money line. But this is not a game I needed to get involved in, so this one's gonna be a stay off as well. Which
Sure.
you don't have to bet all of them, so that's all it is.
No, I had really no interest in this game.
All right. Which comment did you leave off at? I'm up with the Tigers lately. Yes, I'm going to go with them today. Us too. Colorado money line. I don't hate it. The over. I kind of like the over more. Yeah. Suns win. No. Kraken puck line plus 1.5, and that's minus $2.
No.
Although I think the Kraken win, but that's not the point. O's money line. O's plus money and Grayson Rodriguez over K-Prop. I can see it. We'll talk about the game next. Pass. Yep. Would you do both first quarter in the NBA?
I would do Denver first quarter, and I would do Philly first quarter.
Okay. We'll head to this game, which is the top 2 teams in the in the American League East.
Yeah, Grayson Rodriguez and Zach Eflin, Tampa Bay at the Baltimore Orioles. The Rays minus 130 favorites, total 8 in this game. This line opened up at a minus 125. It's up to minus 131 now, so it's a 6-cent line movement towards the Tampa Bay Rays. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 125. It is now an 8. So a half-run line movement towards the under here in this one. And these line movements make sense. 73% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Rays. So the bigger bets are – so it looks like both the sharps and the public are on the Rays because the big bets are in here. So kind of what I'm reading there. And then we have 72% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the under. The lines move down half a run. Let's take a look at what these two pitchers have done. I'm looking like this is another pass game for me with a lean towards the Rays. Zach Eflin has been a perfect 4-0 this year with a 2.25 ERA, 0.96 WHIP. He's coming in off of an appearance against the Pirates where he went 7 innings, gave up no runs on 3 hits. He's given up the most he's given up in a start so far is 3 earned runs this year. Zach Eflin, who looked absolutely awesome since signing with the Rays. On the flip side, Grayson Rodriguez, he's coming in off of a start where he got lit up. He gave up 6 earned runs and 8 hits in 3 2/3 innings against the Royals. Previous to that, he had 2 shutouts or 2 really good outings where he went 5 innings and gave up no earned runs on 2 hits and no earned runs on 5 hits against the Detroit Tigers. So he had a couple really nice starts before getting hit a little bit there. I could see an under in this game, and I lean Rays, but I don't think I'm going to get around to betting this game.
I like the under. I think Grayson Rodriguez is going to be something special. He just needs a little bit more time to kind of work up to it. He did get shelled his last time out, but to be fair, when he got shelled, they were already up like 9-1, which they 8-1. They end up losing the lead and end up gaining it back. And anyways, I think he's gonna be something special. I think he's a good bounce back spot for him. And I like my boy Zach Eflin on the opposite side. I want to take the under in this game. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. Pitching dominated a 3-2 Orioles win. I do think the Orioles can win the series still, or just be able to win in general. So I'll take Baltimore. And the under. I know under in a Baltimore game is a little bit weird, but I like two.
It would have hit yesterday.
Two pitchers that I like. So I'm gonna take this one under. You like the under at all?
I was leaning that direction.
All right, I can get under 8 at plus 101.
Okay.
Let's ride with it. Back to the chat.
Oh. Curry triple-double last night.
Oh, he got one last night? And still lost?
Yeah. I could see this going over 9. I think that was last game.
Oh, last game.
Give me Max Scherzer first 5 run line.
No.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
That's the next game I think.
Oh, that's the next game? Nice. Tampa Bay money line lean over. I'd like Tampa.
I'm on the opposite side.
Kyle Gibson held Rays to 1 run. Grayson can do better. We'll see. Going right back to the first 5 under. May take full game under. There you go. Under bet sounds good.
I like the 2 pitchers. So, yeah.
We'll move on here. A team that I've had some pretty decent success fading as of late, as much as it pains me. The New York Mets are at the Cincinnati Reds. A total of 10. Total of 10 in a game where Max Scherzer is pitching, which tells me these are really good hitting conditions. Let's take a look at the line movement in this game here. As we have Max Scherzer versus Luke Weaver. Line opened up at minus 205 for the Mets. It's dropped 24 cents towards the Reds, down to minus 181. Line opened up at a 9. It's gone up to a 9.5, and it's gone up to a 10. So it's moved up a full run, which, let me look at my weather thing. This is guaranteed. I'm almost guaranteeing the wind's blowing out here at Great American Ballpark. And it's, let's see. Yeah, 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing out out to right center field. So decent wind, not anything crazy to really warrant a full line move over. Well, let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this one. And I only have the money line for it. What? Where's the total? All right, I don't have anything on the total, but I got 33% of the tickets and 95% of the cash is on the Mets, and the line's moving towards the Reds. So let's take a look at what these 2 pitchers have done. Max Scherzer has not been good. 2-2 with a 5.56 ERA, 1.41 WHIP. I do think it's a matter of time before he gets into form.
Yeah,
and the Mets will be fine. But until then, he's a bet against. I mean, he had a bad start last game, but he looked awesome the previous 2 starts. Granted, one he was limited to 3 innings because he was ejected. But 6 earned runs on 8 hits and 3 1/3 innings pitching against the Tigers. I expect better out of him. No earned runs and 1 hit against the Dodgers. That was the 3-inning start. No earned runs and 1 hit against the Padres. That was in 5 innings. So he looked a little bit better against the Padres and the Dodgers here. On the flip side, Luke Weaver has been pretty bad. He gave up 4 earned runs on 9 hits in his previous start and 4 1/3 against the Padres. 6 earned runs and 8 hits and 5 2/3 against the Rangers. 4 earned runs, 4 hits, and 6 innings pitched against the Pirates. So he hasn't looked very good at all either. It's just a tricky game because I don't know if I want to back Weaver. Let's take a look at these 2 pitchers real quick. Max Scherzer, he has the ERA up in the 5s. His expected ERA is 5.26, so we should see a slight positive regression, but it's not anything crazy. And Luke Weaver has been bad this year with the 7.88 ERA, but a 5.88 expected ERA, so we can expect positive regression from him. I'm going to continue doing this until proven otherwise. Give me the Cincinnati Reds in the first 5 innings at plus 173. Until the Mets prove to me that they can win, plus 180, my bad. Until the Mets prove to me they can win a baseball game, I'll keep fading them. Plus 180, Cincinnati Reds first 5.
The only thing that's keeping me off of the Reds is Luke Weaver. Which makes me like the over.
Do you trust the Mets to hit him now?
He's a right-handed pitcher. Yeah, I'm all right with that. If he was a lefty, then no way. A righty, sure, especially in the Great American Ballpark, which is a very home run-friendly ballpark. Max Scherzer is going to give up some too. I like the over 10. I know the Mets haven't been scoring, but their bullpen has been awful. Their starting pitching has been awful. I think they'll be able to get some. And let's see. The last time I gave out a home run prop, it didn't hit. Let's go ahead and grab a home run prop from this game because there is one guy I'm looking for. You know what? Let's go with him. We're gonna go ahead and take Mr. third baseman Brett Beatty at plus 460 on the Mets side, and I will take one from the Red side as well. We're going to go ahead for Reds, take Mr. Stevenson at plus $6. So there you go. Brett Beatty and Stevenson home run props. Those are my $5. What was it? $5.50 and $6.
There you go.
Thoughts on the over?
I have the app I'm using is being stupid right now. I don't see anything on the total.
That's fine. I'm gonna grab it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this app right now.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's quickly put that up on the site. Bada bing, bada boom, and we're good to go. Back to the chat. Was looking at the Rockies over 9. I could see it. 100%. Reds team total over. Yes. Rays under. Yes. We'll head to this game, Nick, which I like a side and a total for this one.
Yeah. Let's get up the. Let's see. Is this going to be helpful at all? Not really. We have the Philadelphia Phillies minus 135 favorites against the Toronto Blue Jays. Total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look. Alek Manoah and Aaron Nola. Fun matchup here. We have this line opened up at a minus 110. It's now a minus 133 for the Phillies. So big line movement towards Philadelphia. Total opened up at an 8.5. It's up to a 9 now. I've got nothing on the total because this app's being stupid right now. I think the next couple games I only have a side or a total. I don't have both. The next 1, 2, 3 games have it, but 4 games have that, and then we get back to and then starting with the 5. Wow, this is so annoying that 5 games have only a side numbers.
You might actually have to cap it. For more than just I'm kidding. Keep going.
That's just part of my whatever. But yeah, let's take a look at what. But yeah, for the side, 80% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the Phillies. The lines move towards the Phillies. I have no interest in this side. It would be a lean towards Philadelphia, but no play for me there. Let's take a look at what these 2 pitchers I've done lately. As let's grab these. There we go. It feels like Aaron Nola's turned the corner a little bit, but Manoah is coming in off of a nice start. 2 earned runs on 8 hits and 5 innings pitched against the Red Sox. 2 earned runs and 6 hits against the Mariners. No earned runs and 2 hits against the Yankees. Aaron Nola coming in off of. Oh wait, no, my bad. It felt like he turned the corner against the Astros. That was wrong. He gave up 4 earned runs and 7 hits and 6 in the 3rd innings pitched against the Dodgers the next time out. So this is a game that I really didn't get to Let's take a look at Aaron Nola's advanced stats real quick. See if we should be expecting better or worse, much better from him. 4.64 ERA, 3.69 expected ERA. So we should definitely see a positive regression from him there. But his FIP tells a different story. 4.03 FIP, but a 4.51 expected FIP. So we should expect him to get worse there, which is kind of interesting. I kind of lean Philadelphia in this game, kind of lean over, but it's a pass.
Wow. Okay. I like a side and a total. And I know I've been hard on Manoah this year. I like the Blue Jays at plus money. And I like the over. Phillies have not been playing well. They've lost 6 out of their last 7. And they're a losing team right now. They're losing games and they don't look good. On the opposite side, you get the Blue Jays, who are coming off of they lost 5 in a row after winning 6 in a row or 7 in a row. And they come off of a sweep against the Pirates. This is a Blue Jays team that's in good form. This is a Phillies team that's in awful form. Blue Jays at plus money. I'll grab the Blue Jays, and I like the over because I'm still not high on Alek Manoah, and I'm not high on Aaron Nola. I think both of them get hit a little bit. I could easily see this game being a 7-4 Blue Jays win. So I like the Blue Jays, and I like the over.
I'll side with your over there. I'm not betting the game though.
Okay. You want to go through the chat then while I quickly put it up on the site?
Rays under?
Yes.
53% on the over.
Okay.
I like Nola. I wasn't listening. What the play Reds and what else? I'm on the Reds and the Tigers.
On the over in that Red team.
Fade public. Phillies kill them.
No.
I'm taking the Reds today. Love Max, but the pitch timer. Yeah, I 100% agree. I took the Reds in the first 5. I like this game over 9. You can see runs. Me too. We'll move on here with the New York Yankees minus 255 favorites against the best team in baseball, the Oakland Athletics. Total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. Line opened up at minus 220. It's gone up 35 cents to minus 255. So a big line movement towards the Yankees. Line opened up at a 9.5. It dropped down to a 9. It's dropped down to an 8.5. For this game, all I have is for the total. 67% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the under. The line's dropped a full run. We have Drew Brzezinski versus Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt is a minus 255 favorite. That may be the worst pitcher to be a minus 255 favorite this year. Let's take a look at what these pitchers have done so far this year. Both are winless, so probably look for both players not to record a win. Brzezinski 0-2 with a 7.71 ERA, 2.25 WHIP. He only had 2 starts though. He gave up 5 earned runs on 4 hits in his previous start, 3 earned runs on 11 hits in his previous start before that against the Reds and the Mariners. Clark Schmidt on the other side is coming in off of a nice performance. No earned runs on 6 hits against the Cleveland Guardians. Previous to that, 5 earned runs and 10 hits against the Rangers. No earned runs and 3 hits against the Blue Jays. 4 earned runs and 6 hits against the Angels. He's very hit or miss. Like literally, he gets hit or not. It kind of lent me towards maybe there's value with the Athletics. Once again, I don't think I have too much of an interest in this game. I lean under, which sounds crazy with these 2 pitchers, but the Yankees haven't really been scoring runs right now.
Yeah. Well, no, the Yankees put up some runs last night, and that was against JP Sears, which I'm actually cool with JP Sears. Now we get whoever this guy is, who's let up 8 earned runs in 9 innings. against Cincinnati, who's not good, and against Seattle's fine. I think the Yankees hit off of them, and I think the Oakland Athletics can get to Clark Schmidt, and it's the A's on the road, which have been going over like crazy. They are 22-13-1 towards the over in general. This one's another over game. Oakland overs, Nick, kind of just blindly at this point because they just keep letting up runs. I know we had the 4 games where 3 of them went under, one of them one pushed, and you're gonna see the Oakland Athletics start to get back on the overs, especially when they're sitting at an 8.5. 8.5, 8s, those are gonna go over. I'm taking the over 8.5 with the A's and the Yankees. I know the line movement doesn't say that, but at this point, we've been putting up the over in the Yankee game every single day. I'm not stopping now.
Gotcha.
Cool. Back to the chat.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, for the app I'm using, I'm switching over to a different thing for the rest of today's show because this is literally not helpful.
Okay.
But Yankees smash. I mean, they're minus 255. They probably should. This game can go over. I can definitely see it. Yeah. So we'll move on to the next matchup here. The Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. Braves minus 175 favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this game here. As we have this line opened up there we go, found it, minus 165 for the Braves. It's now up to minus 176 for the Braves. Line opened up at a 9. It's up to a 9.5. Taking a look at where the money is coming in on this one here. Braves, and there we go. We have 57% of the bets and 89%. 57% of the bets and 89% of the cash is on the Red Sox. And the lines move towards the Braves. Nope, that's the total. I'm still learning how to read this thing. 57% of the tickets and 89% of the cash is on the over. The line has moved towards the over. So the over looking like a decent play here. And then we have 65% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the Braves. Lines move towards the Braves. There we go. I'm still learning how to read this. Oh, we lost Tim. But let's take a look at what these two pitchers have done lately. As we have Charlie Morton and Nick Pivetta. Nick Pivetta coming in off of a start where he gave up 3 earned runs on 5 hits and 6 innings pitched. Previous to that, 4 earned runs and 5 hits and 5 innings pitched. So he has been getting hit a little bit as of late. Charlie Morton coming in off of a start where he gave up 4 earned runs on 6 hits against the New York Mets. It's been 8 days since Morton has pitched. Previous to that, he gave up 1 earned run on 3 hits and 7 innings pitched against the Marlins. When we take a look at these two pitchers here for their advanced stats, Charlie Morton so far, scroll down too far there we go, should expect massive regression negatively. 3.38 ERA, but a 5.26 expected ERA. So he's been massively overperforming so far this year. And on the other side, Pivetta, let's take a look here. 4.99 ERA and a 6.31 expected ERA. So definitely should expect some regression from both these players. I'm going to grab the over 9.5 here at minus 115 in this spot.
All right. Sorry, I'm back. The Wi-Fi went out for a minute.
Oh, nice.
So that was fun. I'll take your over and I'll raise you a Boston money line. This Boston team is still hot. Let's not, just because they lost 1 game, let's not write them off. They've still won, what is this now? 8 out of 9 or 9 out of 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 9. And Pivetta has actually been halfway decent. I know this Braves team is hot too, but when they've won 5 out of 6. But when you're getting a Boston team that's playing as good as they are, especially on the road. They've actually been playing quite well on the road. I want to take them. I want to take them to score runs. And you guys know I'm not high on Charlie Morton at all. I think he's one of the weaker part of the Atlanta rotation, which just got even shorter because Max Fried just got put on the IL.
Oh boy!
So yeah, shoulder stuff. So he's going to be out for a while. They'll end up pulling somebody random out of AAA, and he'll go freaking berserk. But this is a Boston and over spot for me, Nick. What do we think for both?
I don't hate Boston. I don't hate Boston at all for this spot. I like the over better than anything in this game. But yeah, I think Morton, we should expect some negative regression from him, massive negative regression. So I absolutely agree with that. I think we see some runs in this game. I was able to get a 9.5 for this total.
Yep, I was able to get 9.5 too, and I'm expecting a bunch of runs from the Red Sox.
And yeah, and if we expect a lot of runs from the Red Sox, this could be also a decent look as well. The only problem is it's minus 142. Is Red Sox team total over is 3.5 at minus 142. I don't hate that either.
Yep.
I think that we could see 4 runs from the Red Sox. I think that's not asking too much.
There you go. So when both teams suck, I usually take the over. Everything points over in the A's game. Really confused on the line movement. Taking over anyways. Me too. I'm just blindly taking the overs, and they've been profitable like crazy. So I'm just going to keep backing them. We kind of transferred over from A's money line to over in A's games, and they've been letting up runs. Braves first 5 full game run line. Nope. That was me commenting just in case. I'm not big with the Red Sox at plus money lately. Why get off that train? Taking the Sox at plus money. Yep. So over. Yep. Boston money line for sure. Yep. Let's get it. We'll go to this game, which we were very happy with one of these teams last night. I kind of want to go back to them.
Yeah, I'm also kind of looking Boston first 5 for that last game. But yeah, LA Dodgers are $1.20 favorites, total 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. All right, there we go. Syndergaard and Lauer is your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at a minus 110 for the Dodgers. It's now to a minus 118, so an 8-cent line movement towards LA. Line opened up at a 9. It's now to a 9.5. So it's moved up a full run, or my bad, a half run. It's moved up a half a run. As we have 61% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on the Dodgers. The line's moved towards the Dodgers, so that makes sense. We have 36% of the tickets and 62% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved up half a run, which is kind of interesting here. They're not really scared of your under money there in this one. Let's take a look at what these two pitchers have done recently. As we have Syndergaard with a 1-3 record, a 6.32 ERA, and a 1.40 whip. He's coming in off of an appearance against the St. Louis Cardinals where he gave up 3 earned runs on 8 hits, 5 1/3 innings pitched. Previous to that, 4 innings against the Pirates. He gave up 7 earned runs and 9 hits. So he's not been very good. He gave up previous to that 2 earned runs, 5 hits against the Mets, but 3 earned runs, 6 hits against the Cubbies, 6 earned runs the previous start against the Diamondbacks. Lauer on the other side. He pitched in Coors Field in his last game, gave up no earned runs on 4 hits. It was awesome. Only 4 2/3 innings pitched, but he was good in Coors Field. Previous to that, he gave up 4 earned runs on 8 hits and 3 innings pitched against the Tigers. So he got hit a little bit that previous start before that. For me, I'm kind of thinking this game goes over. Thinking about going back to the over here, 9.5. I don't particularly trust Syndergaard, and I can see Lauer getting hit. So I'm going to go back to another over here. Over 9.5, Dodgers and Brewers.
I kind of want to go back to what we did yesterday, minus the big run line. I kind of want to go Brewers in the over. I'm not a big fan of Noah Syndergaard. He has not pitched well. He's allowed 22 earned runs in 31 innings, a 6.32 ERA. And I'm not super high on Eric Lauer, who has been rough this year. He's given up 15 earned runs in 30 innings, so not as bad, but I could definitely see some runs in this game. and I see a bunch from the Milwaukee side. I can get plus 108 for the Brewers. And I can get 9.5 as a total. I like both of them. Kind of running it back from what we did yesterday when we went 3-0 in that. Obviously, the only thing that we're leaving out is the run line because I don't have it offered to me on the site. So, Milwaukee, money line, and the over.
I just want to go with the over. I don't really want Milwaukee because I can see the Dodgers playing well today. Because yesterday was a straight Sunday night baseball fade. Now they've
kind of Noah Syndergaard fade.
Yeah, and that's why I like the over. But I can see the Dodgers hitting today against Lauer. I don't trust Lauer in order to back the money line here.
That's so fair. I just put up
where I was thinking there.
That's fine. Feeling Milwaukee, so I'm going LA. Fair. You may have convinced me. Boston plus money and the over. Yes. Need help on this Dodgers game. I may pass. Over Milwaukee for me.
Just over.
We'll head to Chicago.
Yeah, we have the Cardinals taking on the Cubbies. The Cubs minus 130 favorites. Total of 8 in this game. We have Flaherty and Tyone, your pitching matchup here. Line opened up at 117 for the Cubbies. It is a 123 now for the Cubbies. Total opened up at an 8 minus 119. It's dropped 19 cents towards the under, down to an 8 at even money for the over. As we have 58% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the Cubbies. The line's moved towards the Cubbies. We have 60% of the tickets and 85% of the cash on the over, and the line has moved towards the under, which makes me think that we can see a lower scoring game in this one here. Looking at what these two pitchers have done lately, let's take a look here. Scroll down. Flaherty and Tyone. Flaherty has been getting hit a lot. Coming in off of absolutely getting shelled. 10 earned runs and 9 hits and 2 1/3 innings pitched against the Angels. Previous to that, he gave up 4 earned runs on 4 earned runs on 7 hits and 4 2/3 against the Dodgers. Previous to that, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, and 6 innings pitched against the Mariners. So he's been getting hit an awful lot this year. Jamison Tyone coming in off of a start where he gave up 3 earned runs on 3 hits and 3 innings pitched against the Nationals. Previous to that, though, he had a nice start against the Dodgers, no earned runs on 2 hits and a 2-1 loss. So he's been okay this year. This is a tricky game for me, honestly. Jack Flaherty, when you look at his advanced numbers, let's see, should we expect some positive or never? We should see some positive regression from him. Not too much, though. 6.29 ERA, but a 5.40 expected ERA. So he should be slightly better. And Jamison Tyone, let's see. It should be so much better. 5.29 expected ERA, but a 3.35 expected ERA. So he should be much better. So maybe look to back the Cubbies here. Let's take a look. The line move makes sense here for the Cubbies. I'm kind of thinking Cubbies here, Tim.
You can never talk me off of fading the Cardinals. The Cardinals have been awful. Although, did they win? They did win yesterday, 3-1. So they've won 2 straight now. That's not going to stop me. Cubs, run line. Plus 170 because I'm not laying minus 123.
What? You're not going to lay 123? That's within our range.
No, I'd rather take the shot.
I'm taking the Cubs first 5 minus 125.
Cool. I'm taking the run line on the site plus 170. Get that plus money. I'm high on this Cubbies team. And I'm really, really low on this Cardinals team. Jack Flaherty has not looked the same since his injury. He got absolutely shelled in his last game. He's given up 24 earned runs in 34 innings. Granted, most of those are from last game. And I kind of like Taylor Leone. He's had a couple of good starts, although the Cubbies are 0-5 when he starts, so that's a little bit whatever. But I'm taking the Cubbies, and I'm taking them on the run line. Plus 170.
Fair.
Go back to the chat. Sorry, I'm putting stuff up on the site.
There we go. Boston money line for sure. Wait, no, we already did that one. Boston plus money in the over.
Yeah,
I think we already did that. Oilers killed me. Yeah, the Oilers killed me too. That was a very frustrating game.
Las Vegas.
All right, that's the end of Tim for right now. Leaning Dodgers, so it's probably a pass. That's fair. Okay, Oakland, our LA Dodgers / money line over now. Yeah, I like the over. I like that game over 9.5. It's a tough card. Leaning Cardinals. I took the Cubbies first 5. That's what I liked in this one. But we'll move on here to the next matchup. You done?
I was just enjoying the break you gave me. I appreciate it.
We have the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox $1.45 road favorites, total of 9 in this game. We hit with the Royals last night. Do I want to go back to them here? We'll see. It opened up at -145 for the White Sox. It's dropped 2 cents towards the White Sox, or towards the Royals. It's now -143 for the White Sox. Total opened up at a 9.5 at +100. Now it's a 9 at -106. We have 66% of the tickets and 75% of the cash is on the White Sox. But when you look at it, the run line is where the money is coming in on the White Sox. 38% of the tickets, 83% of the cash is on the White Sox run line. So that's kind of tricky. As for the total, 49% of the tickets and 51% of the cash is on the under 9. The line has moved towards the under here. I really don't have too much of an interest in this game. I feel like this should be a pass because the money coming in says White Sox. The line movement says Royals. It's just tricky for me. I don't want to back Lyles. Let's take a look at what these 2 pitchers have done. 2 pretty underwhelming pitchers. Giolito, 1-2 with a 3.67 ERA, a 1.10 WHIP. On the other side, Jordan Lyles, 0-5, 6.69 ERA. He's coming in off of a start where he got lit up for 6 earned runs and 6 hits against the Baltimore Orioles. He got 4 earned runs and 4 hits against the Angels the previous start. Giolito coming in off of a nice start. 1 earned run on 2 hits in his previous start and 7 innings pitched against the Twinnies. And 2 earned runs and 8 hits his previous start against the Rays. This is another stay off spot for me. This late for baseball is not my favorite. So this is just a pass for me.
I kind of want to go right back to the Royals. And I have the division ticket on the White Sox. So I'm not. I was high on the White Sox. I mean, this team's a joke. 6-14 on the road, and they're laying -150 or 145. Come on, I'm gonna have the Royals in this one. Get them at plus money, and I love my plus money. They took care of business yesterday. This is not a good team, the White Sox. Neither team are good, I should say. But we finally got we only have one team now with single-digit wins, which is the A's, because the Royals hit their double digits yesterday. I can get plus 132 for the Royals. Sign me up for some plus money. Nick, can I interest you in some plus money Royals?
I'm a pass for right now.
Okay. Darn. My hype speech wasn't enough. That's fine. Tim, what is the damn juice you will lay? Hey, I say a plus.
I know, right? I just want to see plays win. I don't care about huge plus money. Like, if I can get a money line for reasonable numbers, I don't need to take a home run line at a monster price.
I'll take the run line at a massive price. I want to bet as much plus money rather than laying juice. And at the end of the day, I can go even 500 and be up money. I mean, if you look at well, we're not there right now, but Baseball for a while, we were like 14, 15 games under and still profitable. And that's because we take plus money. I don't do -1s. That's just not my style. I do run lines. I do puck lines. It's because if I feel like a team's going to win, I feel like they're going to win by multiple. If I want to take a dog, I'm going to take them outright. It's just I like plus money, and I'm not going to try to lay prices on stuff like that. We'll go to the next game, Nick. Twinkies and Padres are a pick'em. And it's a total of 9.
Yeah. Let's take a look here. Let's get up the line movement here. So we have Varland versus Michael Waka. Line opened up at a -110, and it's moved to a -109. So 1 penny line movement towards the Minnesota Twins, not anything significant. Total opened up at an 8.5, -120. It's now a 9. So it's moved up half a run here towards the over in this spot. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. As we have 59% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the over, which is why the line's moved up half a run. Then we have 74% of the tickets 59% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the Twinnies. The line is not moved. I don't know how much we're going to read into that one, though. Because the line for the White Sox, obviously not many people are going to lay the +1.5. My bad for the Padres. I read the wrong game there. For the Padres, most of the money, 21%, 76%, 21% of tickets, 76% of the cash is on the run line. So, this is a tricky game for me. Let's take a look at what the pitchers have done lately. Kind of my initial lean is the over at the moment. Michael Waka 2-1 with a 5.46 ERA, 1.40 WHIP. No earned runs and 2 hits in his last start, though, against Cincinnati. A very weak hitting Cincinnati team. Previous to that, 3 earned runs on 4 hits against the Cubbies, 5 earned runs and 10 hits against the Diamondbacks. For the Twinnies here, for Varland, he's coming in off, he's 0-0 with a 5.91 ERA. He's made 2 starts so far. He gave up 4 earned runs and 7 hits in his last start against the White Sox. Previously, I gave up 3 earned runs and 6 hits against the Yankees. So, he's been okay this year. Definitely has been getting hit in this spot. You can get over 9. Over 9 at -118. I'm going to grab that.
If I lean towards the side, it's towards Minnesota. I'm obviously I have my tickets for that NL West division, and one of them says Arizona Diamondbacks. The other one says LA Dodgers. I'm not high on this Padres team, especially Michael Waka. He's been all right this year. 19 earned runs in 31 innings. It's just a spot that if I'm going to go after it, I'm going to look towards Minnie, but this is a pitcher that Varland has allowed 7 earned runs in 10 innings. I'm going to probably stay away from this game, lean towards the Twinkies. If I'm betting anything, probably go towards Twinkies, run line, big plus money.
Sure.
But not going to touch it. I can see the Twins game going over. Yes, I could see that. First 5 over. If you're going to take that game over, take it full game over because you want bullpens involved, especially the Reds bullpen. We'll head to this game, Nick, where we get to pay the Ohtani tax.
Angels are -135 at home against the Houston Astros. Total 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the matchup here as it is Ohtani versus Valdez. Valdez I'm really high on as well. The line's moved towards Ohtani. Opened up at 125. It's up to a 137. So a 12-cent line movement towards the Angels. 10-cent line movement towards the over as it opened up at a 7.5 -110. It's a 7.5 -120 now. Let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this game here. As we have big bets coming in on the Astros here. 26% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the Astros in this one. And then we have 50% of the tickets and 63% of the cash is on the over. The lines move 10 cents towards the over, which makes sense. I'm kind of thinking of fading Ohtani here with Valdez. I kind of want to do that. I'm not a huge Ohtani fan. I know he's a great pitcher and all, but I'll take some plus money with the Astros here. I'll grab him full game. Plus 127. I'll take some Astros. Because we know Ohtani's not going to go the full game. So.
I just locked it in. Houston Astros on the money line. I like Valdez. He was one of those. He's one of the players pitchers I have a Cy Young ticket on.
Me too.
I think he's solid. I had one on him for the AL. Luis Castillo for the AL, which looks solid. Who else did I have? Zach Eflin. Yeah.
Oh, I have three. I had McClanahan, Manoah, and Valdez.
There was one other one. Dylan Cease, which is garbage. So I like the Astros for this game. I'm gonna back the pitchers that I liked from the beginning of the year. Framber Valdez has looked solid. I know that currently the Angels are 5 games ahead of the Astros. Let that one sink in for a minute. 4 games. That's a little crazy, but Astros for me, yes, plus 127. Let's run it, and we'll run it to the next game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Miami Marlins. It's basically a pick'em here with a total of 9 in this one. Sorry. Just adjusting something real quick. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. As we have Jesus Luzardo versus Fox. Arizona opened up at a minus 125. They're now minus 110, a 15-cent line movement towards Miami. Opened up at a minus 125. It's now a minus 115 for the over 9. Let's take a look at the splits here in this one. As we have 35% we have 65% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks. The Lions move towards the Marlins. Tell me Marlins are very live in this game. We have 46% of the tickets, 56% of the cash is on the over. Line is moved towards the over, if I believe. If I remember right. Line is moved towards the under. Let's move towards the under. I do think this could be a little bit of a lower scoring game. I'm interested in Jesus Luzardo in this one here. When we look at Miami, let's take a look what their bullpen has done, which is where is it? Where is the Miami bullpen? Middle of the pack, 15th, according to XFIP. Arizona's is improving. They're 13th. I'm looking at the Marlins here in the first 5 innings. I want to back Luzardo in this spot. So Miami first 5 for me.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't pull it. I'm gonna probably end up staying off this game. The only reason why this line is so close is because the Arizona Diamondbacks are bringing out a guy that's pitched once in the majors. He pitched a week ago and got absolutely torched for 7 earned runs and 9 hits against the Texas Rangers in a game that they won 12-7. That was that one crazy back and forth game, Nick. I can see a little bit of a bounce back for him. Plus, I got this team to, win the division, so I kind of like this team. Marlins, I'm not super high on. I think they're a scrappy team, but this is an Arizona Diamondback spot for me, where I think you can maybe at the end of the night see the Arizona Diamondbacks sitting in first place in the National League West. Crazy to say, right? Nothing today really pops out for me. That's fair. You don't have to bet stuff every single day. 2 games left, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. Almost said New York Rangers there. They're currently on the golf course, though. The Mariners opened up at a minus 145. It's now a minus 158. Total opened up at an 8. It's now minus 7. It's now a 7.5. So it's dropped towards the under, and it's moved towards Seattle. Here in this one, 53% of the tickets and 60% of the cash is on the Mariners. Let's move towards the Mariners. We have 63% of the tickets, 57% of the cash is on the over. And the lines move towards the under. If I remember, the lines move towards the under here in this one. And I'm kind of leaning towards the under in this spot. Let's take a look at what these two pitchers have done as of late. Between Kirby and Heaney. Heaney has not been very good. 2-2 with a 5.52 ERA, 1.30 WHIP. 6 earned runs on 4 hits, 4 2/3 innings pitched for the against the Diamondbacks. 3 earned runs, 4 hits, and 6 innings pitched against the Yankees. 2 earned runs, 5 hits again, and 6 innings pitched against the Oakland Athletics. So he's been okay. Previous 2 starts, not including the one that he just got lit up on, but the previous 2 starts before that, he was good. On the other side, George Kirby's been really good. 1 earned run, 4 hits, 8 innings pitched in his last start. They lost that game 1-0. 2 earned runs on 3 hits and 6 innings pitched the previous start. 2 earned runs and 6 1/3 against Colorado the previous start. Makes me think about the Mariners here a little bit too. Mariners first 5 run line is -110. I kind of like that actually. In this spot, that's my lean at the moment. Is the Mariners first 5 run line.
Yeah, I mean, you. One of the things I remember, I think we mentioned it. Players' futures. Cy Young, one of the top guys, currently sitting at 25-1. It's George Kirby. He's been solid this year. He has been really, really good. He's allowed 13 earned runs. He's allowing 1 to 2 runs a game, and then the 4 spot against the Angels in his first start. But he has a complete game where he went against it was a complete game. He allowed 1 earned run, 4 hits, and apparently that 1 earned run was too many because they lost that game 1-0 to the Phillies. I would lean towards the Seattle Mariners. You would have to take them on the run line because I'm not laying -155.
Yeah.
So run line would be that's a different Seattle team. Run line would be +130. I'm not sure if that's enough. It is nice.
I think I'm staying off that game.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of plays already. I think I'm going to stay off this game, and I'm probably not touching next game either. Oh, shoot. Never mind. Yes, I am. We're good. All right. We got one more game to talk about, Nick.
It's Patrick Corbin Day! San Francisco Giants taking on the Washington Nationals. Giants -225 favorites, total 8.5. Everybody's favorite, Patrick Corbin versus Logan Webb. This line opened up at -215. It's now -240 for the Giants here. Total opened up at an 8. It's now an 8.5. This is the way lines are supposed to move for Patrick Corbin Day. Towards the opponent and towards the over. We are getting line moves correct way. No, we're not backing Patrick Corbin, Tim.
Damn it. All right, fine. I'll fade him.
Yeah, we do have 77% of the tickets and 91% of the cash is on the Giants, and 78% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the Giants run line. Line move makes sense. 50% of the tickets, 8 and 78% of the cash is on the over. I want to just move on the over. I only want the over in this game. That's the only way I want to approach this one here. Maybe I'm lame, whatever. I only want the over in this spot.
If we're doing the over, I'm taking the San Francisco Giants run line too.
Okay, here's how we're going to do this. Giants team total over 4.5, full game over 8.5. There we go.
All right, and I'm going to do it the way that I just said on the site. Happy Patrick Corbin Day. We're not backing him this time.
No, we made money on him last time, not this time.
He helped us last time. We're going back to fading him this time. And I'm able to get the Giants run line at -101. So I'll take that. I'll take the over. Giants put up some runs, especially after getting only 1 run, essentially shutout yesterday.
Yep.
I think it's a good bounce back spot for him. I do like Logan Webb. I'm hoping the Giants can just put enough runs up on Patrick Corbin and the Washington Nationals, who are currently sitting 3 games back for a wild card spot.
Impressive.
But Patrick Corbin Day. Celebrate accordingly. That's all the games for today. We'll go ahead and do a little bit of a recap and then head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com websites, all linked down below. There's also some, we're not sponsored by any of the sports books, but my referral codes are down below for anybody who signs up for Bovada, BetOnline, or sportsbetting.ag. I use all of them, so all the links to those are in the description below. If you deposit, you get a bonus, I get a bonus. We both get some money, so figured appreciate that. Along with some other apps in there as well. So just check out the description, the bottom of the description, all the different sign-up links. Sign up for them, do the stuff, have some fun. For the recap for today, under in the Sixers game, Nuggets on the spread. Tigers, I like Baltimore and the under. I like the over in the Mets game. I like Blue Jays and the over. I like the Oakland over. I like Red Sox in the over. Milwaukee in the over. Wow, a lot of overs today. Cubbies run line. Kansas City. I like the nothing in that game. Astros, Diamondbacks, I lean. Mariners run line, I lean. And it's Corbin Day. So San Fran and the over.
Yeah. Just typing in a couple ads that I just took in the NHL as well, because I could just grab both overs in the games today. But yeah, in the NHL, I'm on the Devils -1. I'm on the Devils Canes over 5.5 at +101. I'm on the Stars first period money line, Stars full game money line, Stars Kraken over 5.5 -113.
Oh, let me quickly let you know. I might have put both puck lines up on the site. You're welcome.
Puck lines? I don't want the puck line with the Stars. Well, I wanted just to lay the $1.30.
Well, you got it. You got +197 for the Stars puck line, and you got +182 with the Devils puck line. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. In the NBA, I'm only going with the Nuggets first half -2.5 and full game -5.5. I was leaning towards the Sixers. I didn't pull the trigger on the Sixers though. It was just a lean towards them. If I were to bet the Sixers today, it would just be +255 money line. I would just completely bypass the +7.5 because if they're going to cover, they're going to win. And then for the MLB, Tigers first 5 money line +180. Reds first 5 money line Tigers was 175 +180 for the Reds. Over 9.5 Boston Atlanta, over 9.5 at LA Milwaukee. Cubs first 5 money line, San Diego Minnesota over 9. Astros money line, Marlins first 5 money line. Giants team total over 4.5, full game over 8.5.
There you go. That is everything for today. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Higgs is not live right now, so we'll see how that one goes. Bye-bye.